Okay, so again, this is for my level 1 students who are struggling getting used to forms. Really quick, use a cheap roll of forms to start out with. Or just so you can practice and then have another roll of forms that's better quality that you would get. Normally these are around anywhere from $2 to $6, okay? And you just need to get the Salon's forms. What I do for the form stiffeners, because I know the ones that Anastasia has is a little hard to acquire, is I take aluminum cooking foil and I cut it into strips. And I have a collection of strips here, okay? And this is what I use. So I have my roll of forms, okay? My aluminum foil cut into strips for a stiffener. I have, which is probably one of the most important tools that you need to acquire, is C-curve tools. Make sure you have some of those, okay? Another thing that you need to have is scissors, okay? To cut those into shape. Sewing scissors, tiny little stork scissors, but small scissor sizes, okay? And I usually use a thin metal file or something where I can measure my middle line, okay? All right, to start out, I have my hand, it's bare, there's no, I've got some acrylic on it because I'm re-tipping them, but for the most part I've taken it all off so I can practice attaching forms to them, okay? And this is what I did when I first got started. I didn't worry about form fit, I didn't worry about the theory, okay, because that gets complicated. I just worried and concentrated my efforts on fitting the form on nails until it becomes second nature and it was comfortable. Take the curved portion, go ahead and lay that here. Cut down the middle. All right. I always use my C-curve tool. Here's how you keep your curve. I just attach the end tab, okay? That way it holds the curve. So all I have to do is attach it to the nail, like so, okay? Now here's a mistake with what a lot of people do when they do form fit. As you can see from here, it's crooked. If you try and line it up down in the middle of the nail, it's crooked. It's leaning to one side, okay? You see that? All right, let's see if you can see that. So it's leaning this way, and that's not good. So we need to line that up. The other thing we need to do is create marker points. So where the nail ends, where that side nail ends right at the tip, we're gonna cut marker points, okay? Or if you need to, you can use an actual marker to, like, you know, a black marker to mark those points. We're gonna take this off because we didn't attach it. We just gently put it on the finger. And I'm gonna cut my marker points, okay? This is after we've marked the nail. I've done this so many times I kind of already know it, but when you're first starting out. Now I'm going to place it onto the nail. This allows me to pinch this how I want it to, okay? And this time, and then I check to see if it's centered. Make sure it's nice and centered. And what do I mean by that? I mean that this middle line is lined up to the middle of my knuckle. It has to be nice and lined up, all right? Okay. Line that up. And I just gently press that on the nail. I don't squeeze it just yet. Now I pinch this, get it nice, and this allows me, since I've opened up these flaps, it allows me, and made my marker points and cut here, it allows me to really get a nice C-curve out of my form. Okay? Now, the one thing I did not do is I did not shape the form exactly to the nail. And you see Anastasia doing this in level 1, and I implore you, once you get comfortable with placing these on fingers very comfortably and getting that natural C-curve like I've showed you, then move to the next level and start thinking about, you know, shaping that C-curve to the natural nail. But let's one step at a time. Get another form. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Pretend like you're a little kid and you're just putting stickers on your fingers. This is fun, okay? Again. Actually, I'm gonna get another strip. Just keep watching, okay? cut, cut. I fold these back so they're out of my way. C-curve tool, squeeze so it holds it in shape. Put it on the nail. Okay. I look where my marker points are. I'm going to cut at that line, and I'm going to cut at that line. Cut. It's not exact. Okay. This allows me to get that nice arc. Tuck. Whoa. Hold on a second. This is crazy. Okay. Tuck. Okay. Now make sure it's lined up. Is it lined up? Need to play with it a little bit more. You also want to check from the other view. Okay, always check from this view. So when you're with a client, look at both sides. Look at both views, okay? Because you'll find it crooked on one side and not on the other. Okay, pinch, attach the form, fold back the flaps. Okay. Also, depending on the shape you're doing, these are arced upwards, so this would be great if you're doing a really high C-curve salon square or a pipe, but when you're doing almonds or stilettos, you're going to need to angle that form downward. So I'm going to do it again. Next, keep going. Ah, where's my end? Here we go. Do the other finger. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Next finger. Okay, here we go. Stick, stick, sticky, stick, stick. Ah! Okay, small scissors. Okay, this is not exact. This is just practicing to get your hands and yourself comfortable with the motion and the routine of putting forms on your fingers. Understand? This is not getting into the theory of fitting these to the exact nail from your endpoint. Okay? Okay? Now we're not done. Take a marker and mark these little endpoints here, right here. Okay? Hopefully you guys saw that. Okay, make sure it's centered and keep doing this. Take another one. Do it on this finger. When you're done, take all these off. Don't sculpt any acrylic on it. This is practice, 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 practice getting these forms. Got it? Do it again. That's why I'm saying get a cheap roll of forms. And repeat. Do all 5 fingers. Take them off. Repeat. Until this becomes second nature before you put any sort of product on it. Before you get into theory portion of using forms, get yourself using forms quickly and comfortably. And this is a fast way to do it.